drums and ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Black 30. Whirl. Push him back. Push him back. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Play fake to counter. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
White 80! Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 3.
On the toss play, this is Drake. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
52 and 56. 52 and 56.
Now Fitzpatrick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Perry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going top shot. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 41 yards.
Alert.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, check. Mike is a 15. Check by 15. Hey, what's the leg?
They'll run with Drake. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
66. check 3.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the safety crew. 50. Alert 3.
Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. That, like 80. I got it. Shift. Check nickel.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Switch.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Big air. Left. 198. Bravo. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
61, matchbox lights.
Shit. Double bump. Shit.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
77. Hey, dude.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds McDonald. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Hey, exit.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go.
180!
Mike 50. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Regular.
Mike's 50.
Oh, you got deep?
Kill.
Come.
Kill.
Go.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Drake. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Two times. Left. Wait.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
190. 98 to Mike. I got you. Should I go 5-0 here?
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. A spin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
43 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He can run for it, and he will. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
5-0. Hey, color. Crunch.
Balaj. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
The Steelers pick up their 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Safety's creeping.
On second down, it's Connor. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger going deep for Moncrief. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 22, Fitzpatrick. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's something we didn't see much of from Allen the last couple of years in New England. Heck, last season, 13 games, only 4 targets. But Miami going to try to get him more involved in the passing game as we saw there. You know he has the capability. You think back to 2012, breaking in with Indy. He had 45 catches that season.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Davis now to return it. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Connor. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Roethlisberger will throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick forced out to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, Porter. Hey, wahoo. Get your swerve on.
The first throw for the backup, Rosen. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Alert! X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Alpha. Hard. Monday.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to let it fly. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
In your face.
The drive will start with Connor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Alert. Jack 15. Check safety.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
Here we go. Like 80. Watch the slap.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Team six.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall a game under the 500 mark.